Good morning and welcome back to Margin. This morning I want to talk to you about what resources are available to you in order to build that plan to spend. So let's jump right into it. So now that you've made the commitment to build a plan to spend, what is the next step? I think that oftentimes people don't start this because they don't know where to start, and that is okay. So you're not alone in that process. It's just a matter of figuring out, okay, where do I go from here? And I always encourage people to use free tools until they see a necessity to get a subscription in order to help them build this plan to spend. But I would encourage you today to look at these resources, figure out which one works for you, and go ahead and adopt, utilizing one of these resources. And what I encourage people to do is find a budgeting software first. Find some software that allows you to break down your income and your expenses. So today I just want to focus in on a few different products that are all free, that you could sign up for, that would help you build out your plan to spend. And none of these are, I have any kind of paid product placement for. These are just literally products that I think could be helpful in your journey. And you're welcome to choose between them and just sign up for one of them, or you can search the best, budgeting software out there and sign up for that. But I would just say everydollar.com or mint.com are budgeting softwares that are free, and at least at the basic level, and that would help you to be able to establish your plan to spend on a monthly basis. So I personally started out using mint.com, but then transitioned over to everydollar.com. And I did that because from a corporate finance standpoint, I follow an approach that's a zero-based budget approach. And basically what that means is that every dollar has an assignment, and every dollar is actually structured so that every dollar has a purpose and is assigned, so that there's not just a slush fund. And so I use that personally, but you may have a different methodology that works better for you. So I also couple this with a wealth monitoring tool that helps me monitor my net worth. And I actually use personal capital for this. I know that you can also use the budgeting side of personal capital, but I've actually used these tools independently. And I would just encourage you to find a tool that helps you track your net worth, your assets and your liabilities and so on and so forth. So I would look at it from that standpoint, and you may choose to utilize two separate tools for that. You may choose to just use one or the other right now, but I would just encourage you to sign up for that. So some of you may be nervous about having your information saved in various platforms, and so therefore you may opt to build a spreadsheet of some kind. My only encouragement in this area would be, if you are a spreadsheet whiz, have at it. But I would also encourage you that don't recreate the wheel and don't add complexity where complexity is not necessary. Many people don't budget, I believe, because it's difficult. It's difficult to start, and it's difficult to build and maintain and manage. So why not make that process as simplistic as possible for you? So once you open that new account, I would encourage you to go ahead and review the last 90 days of your statements, the last 90 days or 3 months of your bank statements and your credit card statements, to look at where you have been spending your money. And this is an area you have to be real careful of, because if you do have a spouse or someone else who has access to your accounts, it can cause some level of dissension and some challenge in the relational harmony of your relationships, because you are looking at something that you may not be accustomed to looking at, and therefore you may realize that you didn't know that a certain amount of money was being spent at a certain retailer on a regular basis, or that coffee habit is a little bit more than a habit. And I would just encourage you, be objective. Walk through, look at your statements from a standpoint of where you are spending your money, and just be aware of that. And then what we'll do is we'll take that into the next step starting tomorrow, and we'll look at it from the standpoint of, okay, well, the past is the past. Now going forward, how are you going to change your behaviors so that you can align those behaviors with your ultimate goal for the lifestyle you want to lead? So my call to action today is to sign up for one of these products. Sign up for a product that helps you to not only build your plan to spend, but also be able to manage and monitor where money is going. And my encouragement to you is that most people aren't doing this, or at least they're doing this, but not necessarily doing it as effectively as possible. And my encouragement to you is get ahead of the curve. Adopt a plan to spend so that you are able to accomplish the goals and the lifestyle that you want to lead. If this information is helpful to you, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're reminded to come back here on a daily basis in order to improve upon your personal finances. Thank you for your time. I'll see you back here tomorrow.